September 2020, PlayStation held one of its showcases, well, when they were still good. A showcase that brought several announcements for the PS5, including a very special one. One that fans have been waiting for a long time. Final Fantasy XVI. A saga that is now 36 years old and that has been with us forever. And for myself, since I was born. I can't deny it's one of my favorite franchises, and it has been present during my darkest and brightest moments. Every installment of the series has a special place in my heart, and is linked to a story and a feeling. However, it's safe to say that the saga had its highs and lows, especially after Final Fantasy XIII. Yes, I'm part of the team that loved Final Fantasy XII. And with every new announcement comes a new fear. Will the story be good? Will it be finished? Will it have a good battle system? Remember Final Fantasy XV? Well, I do, especially before all the DLCs and updates were launched, and well, it left me with a sour taste. By the way, now that it's a complete game full of improvements, still in the bottom of my list, but a good game nonetheless. However, in my opinion, the worst time of the series wasn't 13 nor 15. Remember one of the best MMOs currently available? Remember Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 and its, well, 1000 polygons flower pots meme? That was rock bottom for Final Fantasy. A game with so many issues that they couldn't fix it. Well, at least without resetting it. And it's with this game we will start. Once the worst Final Fantasy in history, and now one of the best, story included, people that played it know what to expect from Final Fantasy XVI. After all, the same brilliant team is behind both projects, not counting Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. A team that has always been present with the community and that knows what we like and want. The team made something clear during the showcase. They wanted to return to the series' roots. Return to a world of fantasy set in a more medieval setting. But something surprised us. They also wanted to make it more mature. After all, it's the first game in the series rated PEGI 18, right after Final Fantasy Type 0 that also had a dark and mature tone. The game is set in the world of Valistea, a world where 6 nations flourished thanks to the blessings of the Mother Crystals. It's safe to say that the relationship between nations hasn't been the most peaceful ever. After all, it's all a question of politics. And we will be in the middle of this conflict. As you all know by now, a central part of the lore of these adventures are the Icon, magical creatures that operate through their hosts, the Dominants. A power given to chosen ones by the Mother Crystals. Such power will give birth to Phoenix, Shiva, Titan, Garuda, Leviathan, Bahamut, Odin, and Ramu, each one representing a different element. And, as you noticed with the several trailers we've seen, XVIth will also be present. However, it doesn't seem to be one of your regular icons, at least from what we know at the moment. Quickly resumed, the adventure will tell us the story of Clive Rosfield, firstborn son of the Duke of Rosaria, that will embark to a quest of revenge after what happened to his hometown and family. The demo will introduce us to the first hours of the game, and yes, the save file can be transferred to the final version, a thing that is always appreciated. After completing the story demo, we will unlock the iconic challenge, which will let us deeper experience the battle system and experiment with some deadly combos. This title will bring a breath of fresh air to the series, changing some of its core features, mainly the battle system. Fans of Devil May Cry will recognize some of the aspects of this new system. After all, it was designed by none other than Ryota Suzuki, a veteran from Capcom that worked in the series. You can expect a fun and fast-paced battle system where muscle memory will help you a lot. Not a fan of action? No problem! The team was kind enough to add some accessories that will help making things easier by slowing the flow of time for some actions like dodging an attack, for example. At first, I was a bit skeptical about having such a battle system in a game like Final Fantasy. But after putting my hands on it, I felt like home and thought this was an interesting and good choice. Oh, And veterans of Final Fantasy XIV will find familiar things in this battle system as well, mainly how AoEs are displayed and how certain enemies behave. As a note, we still need to see how battle works with all the party members, as the ones in the demo were temporary ones. I'm curious to see how it will be to battle with Torgal, our faithful dog, in our party. As it was mentioned several times during the presentation of the game, the icons will be a central part of it, and also of the battle system. You see, icons will work more or less like the demonic powers of Dante in the MC. Every icon will give you the abilities from a certain element. You can equip up to 3 icons that will give you 2 equipable abilities plus several moves each. Oh, and the UI was remarkably well designed, showing us in a sleek and non-intrusive way all the equipped iconic abilities' cooldown status. And speaking about abilities, you will have the chance to use AP to learn new abilities and move, and even upgrade them, making your battles even more dynamic. Final Fantasy XVI will also change the way the world is displayed. The developers decided to ditch the open world to bring a semi-open world, I'd say like Final Fantasy XII and XIV. An idea that I welcome with open arms, because, well, to be honest, I tend to lose interest in open worlds. We will have several places to visit that will be accessible via some kind of world map, similar to Final Fantasy X, a clever idea that surely reduced the development time of this title. Exploring the different places present in the demo reminded me a little of Final Fantasy X and XII, with some wider places to accommodate the new battle system of the game, as Clive will need, well, some place to move. It's also important to mention the graphics when talking about how the world is displayed, and, well, what can I say? The game is beautiful. The developers wanted to bring a realistic style, but not too real, if you know what I mean. The characters, while displaying rich details, will retain some kind of polished aspect that is usually present in the Final Fantasy characters. These will blend in with a beautiful world full of details and very neat lighting. We will be presented with several environments full of life and different settings. I mean, sure, it's in the trailer, but look at these places. Even the demo was kind enough to show us what the game has in store. And to accompany the graphics, we have a great sound direction. Not only the soundtrack, that is brought by the great Masayoshi Soken, that also composed most of the tracks of Final Fantasy XIV, seriously, this guy is a successor of Uematsu, but also all the sound effects and how they blend in with what's happening in the screen. An audio marvel. Frankly, I can't wait to experience the full soundtrack as I love Soken's work. Final Fantasy XIV has one of the best soundtracks in the series, and I admit I love the tracks present in 16's demo. I must admit that not everything is positive. This game suffers what a large part of Japanese games is suffering: the lack of accessibility options. To be honest, they are almost non-existent. Which is a shame, considering that more and more developers are trying to bring more options to make the games more accessible for everyone. Final Fantasy XVI is a game I've been waiting for a long time, especially after knowing that it was being produced by Naoki Yoshida, or Yoshi-P, a person I respect and, in my opinion, the kind of person Square Enix, or any other company, needs. With what I've been experiencing, I can't say that the magic is back, and can't wait to finish this adventure and see what future Destiny has for Clive. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the demo or the game if you are watching this after its final release. As always, thank you very much for being with me for another video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you liked it. See you all in Valistea, and take care everyone!